Hi guys, today we are reviewing a new product from Wingman of the Road.
Yeah, it's called the Iceman, and it's effectively an icebox to take with you food and beverage on your journeys off-road. So it's going to be quite an interesting video. In there at the moment we've got some beers and some ice pops and a load of ice. So we're going to see by the end of the video if they're still frozen, cool, and see how effective this thing really is. But first impressions, Alex, what do you think of the style?
Yeah, I think first and foremost the quality stands out. You can tell it's quite a hard, solid plastic they've made it out of. Zip and just little stuff like that, the quality's there. We'll show you some B-roll over this footage of the actual inside and outside of this thing and just show you exactly what it can do. I think first impressions off the bat, it's made for camping that's a bit more off-grid than what we're probably used to in the UK, stuff where you need to get your food early in the morning and you're probably not going to see another shop for quite a few hours.
Yeah, definitely. It does attach directly onto the actual Wingman of the Road tent, so we'll put some B-roll of that as well. So the design does fit quite nicely with that sort of Wingman tent design that they've got already. Looks like a really cool product. Look forward to testing it out today as we ride through the Peak District, and let's get going.
That's it. Let's go. Ice pack on board. The plan is we're going to ride around for 4 or 5 hours at least. We're going to do a halfway stop and an ice lolly 1 check. Just so you're aware why we bought ice lollies. We're not, you know, massive fans, but it's the ultimate test, you know.
But I do enjoy an ice lolly.
If a block of ice, if a block of ice doesn't melt and it's good, then we're going to extrapolate that data and say it's good for food as well.
Good for a steak on the fire.
Now we are all officially scientists, so this is a very formal experiment we're doing here.
The first formal Iceman review on YouTube, so it's going to go pretty viral.
Yeah, anyone else who's done it's lying. Just for context today guys, it is about 20 degrees, which for England is boiling.
It's pretty overcast though, it's just like a nice air temperature, isn't it? First weekend in October, not bad.
So, not pushing the cool box to its limits, but it's a reasonable test.
Yeah.
If you want to see the cool box to its limits, you have to subscribe and stick around for when we go France or something.
Exactly.
Also, Women of the Road may be watching. Let us know below if you had some money to come up with a little weekend camping kind of product. What would you develop and why? Matt, if you had to make a little weekend camping product that you can't really see at the minute, what would you make and why?
Well, I feel like the next line of the Wingman product should be a hammock.
A hammock?
I've seen a couple of these advertised.
It's not a bad idea actually.
I was going to go
quite cool little portable hammocks.
It's a good shout. I was going to say chair, like a really cool, compact, portable, hipster type chair, or could tie in quite well with my...
Hard market that though. There's a lot of camping chairs.
Saturated already, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of tents and ice boxes.
We're going straight on here, James.
Yeah, sure.
True, but I don't think you can make a chair any more portable for a bike, whereas an ice pack
yeah, but
probably could.
You could make it somehow work with the tent, because as we know, there's no room to really sit in the tent. You do need a chair.
Yeah.
If they came up with an idea that like clipped inside the tent and rolled out or something, that would be pretty cool.
I don't know what I'd do. I'm trying to think. What would I do? I'm trying to place myself off grid, not like fucking Tesco's round corner.
Yeah. Fire pit.
I was going to say fire pit's not a bad shout. They've already got that kitchen, but just a big fire pit for if you don't want to eat or whatever.
Fire pit or like some water, some like water bottle or something that like compacts down. I don't know.
Yeah, water system would be good.
You don't have to really use water.
Pack.
Yeah.
I know they're already available and they're pretty basic.
Maybe I'd build like solar panels into the Iceman box.
Yeah.
So it deflects the sun away from the ice and you can charge your shit off it.
Yeah, like Jack's
yeah,
great.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Something like that, yeah.
You can definitely integrate products into one somehow.
Plan them all together.
Yeah. I think even like Wingman at Road Panniers or something.
Yeah.
Like some like quality, like made for camping, you know what I mean? Like separate compartments or something. Do you actually camping somewhere like America now? You actually got to make sure there's no snakes and shit around you.
Scary, isn't it?
Bit different, isn't it, to Wales?
We have to get rid of Matt then. He's the biggest snake on it.
I'm a snake.
I'm a slippery little sneaky snake.
Oh yeah.
Isn't it? Why do we not come here more often?
Oh, that's that Dragon's Back Hill.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
It's called Dragon. I've never been to it. I bet we could go down there.
Go wherever the fuck we want.
Should we go there and have an isolate?
You can't do this when you're at work. Isolate. Let's ride down to Dragon Hill and then isolate.
Dragon Back Hill.
Yeah! And then we'll come back up and do all that big hill up there. And then we'll, oh wow, perfect. We'll enjoy a nice isolate.
There's no rules, we can go where we want.
Yeah, plan on do another Yui.
Okay, wait a minute. So we're off right there. Dragon's Back Hill
So we'll find them.
for an isolate.
There's not even had any isolate sugary numbers.
And although this road was fun and a very good experience, we're turning round and going a different way.
Yep. Perilous, not worth the risk. The concrete had gravel on it. You don't catch me doing any off-roading.
Look at this little bar.
It's alright here, isn't it?
Mm.
Oh, that's fun.
No wonder it's popular.
No, on the left. If you don't know about Dragon's Back Hill, it's apparently a dragon died there and a hill's grown over it, which you can see by the
AKA
jaggedy edge.
Chrome Hill.
Loving all these stories about dragon hills and giant causeways.
It's right up James's Street.
Behold, Dragon Hill.
Good day to you, sire.
Right guys, welcome to our scenic location. Got the Iceman on here. How long have you been riding for? About 4 hours?
4 hours-ish, maybe a bit more.
Yeah, just pulled up at the Devil's, what's it called, Devil?
Well, it's the Dragon's Back Hill, also known as Chrome Hill. And
Very good.
you can see how
Legend
striking it is.
Amazing.
Legend has it, a dragon died here. That's why it looks like a dragon's back. But that's enough about education. Let's see how this Iceman of the road is fared up. So in here, we did have ice cubes, ice lollies, and beers. So it's a bit of a moment of truth for all of us here. Open it up.
I think isolate was pushing it, but let's see.
Will the ice lollies still be frozen? And how cold are the beers going to be? That's the question. Here we go.
Well, it's still ice.
It's not bad, to be fair.
It's held up pretty well.
You got a bit of water down there. It melted a little bit, but as far as ice goes for 4 hours,
Beers are freezing, so that's good.
So, cost of the water, let's recommend, if you were to put food in here, make sure it's obviously in
Yeah,
plastic
everything wants to be
packaging.
sealed just in case it gets wet, but that's a no-brainer really.
yeah.
Goes without saying.
Pretty standard ice
So, I mean,
procedure.
It's
Ice lollies.
a shame to say that the ice lollies have mostly melted, but I think it's just because of the way that they're made. You know, it's like sugar water melts faster than like actual water, which
That's
is
a chemistry degree talking as well. That's
I
just
mean,
true.
well, that's
If ice hasn't melted, but an ice lolly
what are
has,
these tangos really made out of? If the ice melt, it doesn't melt, and
Yeah.
these have, you know.
So what we've done, we've educated both on diet here and
exactly. You
I've
shouldn't be
got
eating
it.
this crap anyway.
Jesus.
They are really, really
But for
freezing.
4 hours, you know, look at that. Still going
Yeah,
strong.
that's decent.
Yeah, and you know, it's obviously
And we are
camping
in,
without a beer.
although we are in Britain, the sun is shining and it is 20 degrees right now.
Look at that, Jesus.
It is.
But yeah, so final thoughts, James, go on.
Final thoughts. I mean, I've been riding for 4 hours. If I was in a really rural location, pulled up with, you know, tent, got the fires going, obviously you need a beer to like celebrate the evening. If you didn't have a shop in the area where you could buy them from, having something like this would be really useful. Just pulling out. Nobody likes warm beer, do they? Let's be honest.
No.
It just make the evening complete. Nice chilled beer.
Look.
So
We've camped several times with the Wingman tents and then just suffered having to drink warm beer.
Yeah.
And it does make a difference.
Even carrying it in a
It seems like such a small thing, but actually, so it seems inconsequential, but actually the morale boost you would get from you would get from an ice cold beer. Just takes the whole experience to the next level.
It does.
Right, so the price of the Iceman is currently listed on the Wingman website at £130, which is not the cheapest product, but I actually think looking at the build quality of it, the results that we've achieved so far after maybe 4.5, 5 hours of riding, it absolutely does what it says. It does keep your beers chilled.
Yeah.
And it looks the part as well.
That's it. I say some people are going to get a lot more value out of this if you're a big beer drinker. Obviously, it's going to be more important to you. If you don't drink so much, maybe not so much. But I think if you've got a bunch of mates and you all chip in, maybe 20 quid each, and you can all enjoy a nice cold beer at the end of it, it's probably worth buying. And it definitely fits with the image that the tents originally went with. On our Triumphs, they look great, and I'd say looks like a great product.